Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to the channel. This is Beginner Series with Cilla. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to draft and sew this beautiful sleeveless A-line shift dress from start to finish. It's a simple, comfortable, and beginner-friendly dress that's easy to make and flattering to wear. So grab your pattern paper, your fabric, and your sewing tools, and let's get started. Come down 1 inch from the top edge of your pattern paper and draw the top line. Next, measure down from the top line 1.5 inches and draw a short horizontal line. This is the shoulder slope guideline. Because the style of this dress is a free-form dress, we're going to draft the front and the back together with one pattern paper. So this edge here is the center front as well as the center back, while this edge here is the side seam. The next measurement we need to mark is the armhole depth. I'm going to refer to my basic bodice block. So take your armhole depth, the one you used to draft your basic bodice block, and then add 1.5 inches for ease. The reason we are adding ease is because this dress has a dropped armhole. Now you can choose to add lesser amount of ease, that's totally fine. The armhole depth for my basic bodice block is 7 3/4 inches. Plus 1.5 inch ease, that gives me 9.25 inches. So this becomes the armhole depth for this dress. So measuring from the top line, I'm going to mark all my vertical measurements. From the top line, I'm going to mark the armhole depth, which for me is 9.25 inches. And then I'm going to mark my half length. For this dress, I'm using 16.5 as my half length. And then mark down the full length of the dress, which for me is 33.5 inches. And then I'll go ahead and draw horizontal lines across this point. This is the bust line, this is the waistline, and this is the hem line. On the top line, measure in from center front your basic neck width. So I'm using 2 3/4 inches. From center front, measure along the shoulder slope line your across shoulder divided by 2. Now connect this point and this point together to form the shoulder seam. From center front on the bust line, mark your bust divided by 4 plus 1/4 inch for ease. At this point, we are going to start the adaptation for this dress. So from the neck point, measure along the shoulder seam 1.25 inches. This is the new neck point. Now from this new neck point, measure along the shoulder seam 1 3/4 inches. This is the shoulder length for the dress. For the front neckline, come down from the top line 3 3/4 inches and square in a short guideline. This is the depth for the front neckline. Now go in with your curve ruler and connect the new neck point, blending into the horizontal line to create the front neckline. Now square a vertical line from the new shoulder point to touch the bust line. Mark the midpoint of this vertical line. Square out a diagonal line from this intersection point. Along this diagonal line, mark 1 3/4 inches to 2 inches. I'm going to mark 1 3/4 inches. You don't want this curve to be deep so that you don't end up having gaping around the armhole, okay? Next, divide the upper section of the vertical line into 2 and come in from that midpoint 1/8 of an inch. This is just a guide to draw the armhole. Now, connect these points together to form the armhole. By the way, you might not be able to draw the armhole at one go, so you can go ahead and do it step by step. Now, to reduce the possibility of gaping, which is very common in sleeveless dresses like this, I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. So come down from the new shoulder point, 1/4 inch, and then connect this point to the new neck points. So we just created a contour dart for the armhole. Now to draw the back armhole, go out along the diagonal line from the front armhole 1/2 inch. From this midpoint, go out of the armhole 1/2 inch, and now connect these points together to form the back armhole. To create the back neckline, come down along center back 1 3/4 inches, square in a short horizontal line, and then go in with your curve ruler and connect like so to form the back neckline. Now to create the A-line shape, mark in on the M line from center front, your hips divided by 4 plus 3 inches. So I'm going to mark about 3 1/4 inches, which gives me a total of 13 1/2 inches. Now connect this point to the underarm point with a straight line. Now go in from the M line along the side seam, 1 1/4 inches, and then draw a curved line blending into the rest part of the M. Next, we are going to shape the side seam. So come in from the side seam on the waistline, 5/8 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm marking 5/8 of an inch. Now go in with your curve ruler and draw a soft curve from underarm point, blending into the M like so. And that's it for this A-line shift dress. Now go ahead and cut the pattern. Before I cut, I added my seam allowance. To the neckline, I added 1/4 of an inch. To the shoulder seam, 1/2 of an inch. To the armhole, 1/4 of an inch. To the side seam, I added 1/2 of an inch. And to the M, I added 5/8 of an inch because I'm going to do a double fold on the M. Now, these are the sewing supplies I'll be working with. So I have 2 yards of fabric here and a matching thread. This is all you need to make this simple A-line dress. So I cut 2 pieces of fabric that is wide enough to accommodate both the front and the back. So I'm going to place them on fold and then lay them on top of each other. So we'll be using the pattern to cut out 2 pieces, one for the front, one for the back. It's always advisable to give your fabric a good press before you start cutting out your pattern, okay? Now bring in your pattern. You want the center front to lay along the folded edge of the fabric. Once it's properly aligned with your fabric, go ahead and cut. So after cutting, you should have 2 pieces. Now remove the top layer, and this layer we are going to adapt the neckline and the armhole for the front part of the dress. Next, I'm going to take the front piece and overlap it with the back piece on the side seam with 1/2 of an inch. And then go in with my scissors and blend out any sharp edge around the armhole. I'm doing this so that I can get a smooth flow through running from the back armhole to the front armhole. Next, bring in the pattern and place it on top of the front piece like so. Go in with your tracing wheel and trace out the front armhole and the front neckline. Once that is done, remove the pattern and draw the lines. Before cutting, add 1/4 of an inch seam allowance to the neckline and 1/4 of an inch seam allowance to the armhole. Now go ahead and cut. After cutting, take the front and the back piece together with right side facing right side and join both pieces together on the shoulder seam. Once that is done, if you have an overlocker, go ahead and seal up the raw edge of the shoulder seam. Measure the front and the back neckline. Whatever that gives you, add 1 inch for sewing allowance. And also take the front and the back armhole measurements. To finish the neckline, we are going to use a bias strip. Take your fabric and fold it diagonally at 45-degree angle like so, then give it a good press. Next, measure 1 inch in from the folded edge. This will be the width of your bias strip. To create your bias strip, simply draw straight parallel lines 1 inch apart from the folded edge. So continue marking these parallel lines on your fabric until you have enough length to go around your neckline and your armhole and then cut out your bias. Now, take a long strip of bias that is long enough to go around your neckline. Place it on fold like so. Now, take the total width of your neckline plus 1 inch seam allowance, divide it into 2, and mark this measurement on the bias. And then go ahead and trim off the excess. So I like to do one more step, which is to curve the bias tip. So just position the bias like you see me doing and give it a good press in that position. Now, place the front piece on fold and then notch the center of the neckline. Repeat the same for the back neckline. Take your bias strip and sew both ends with 1/2 inch. Once that is done, place a notch right on the center of the bias strip, one at the top and the other one at the bottom. Now we're going to start pinning the bias to the neckline of the garment. So take the center notch on the bias strip and pin it to the center notch on the front neckline. From this point, start pinning the bias strip all the way around the rest part of the neckline. After stitching, clip tiny notches around the seam allowance so that we'll be able to turn it smoothly to the right side. Now to finish the neckline, go to the center of the front neckline and fold the edge of the bias strip over the seam allowance like so and fold again. Go ahead and pin this in place. Next, go to the center of the back neckline, fold the edge of the bias strip over the seam allowance, fold again and pin in place. Once that is done, go ahead and pin the rest part of the bias strip to the neckline and you should have something like this. Now, when you are folding the bias strip over the edge of the neckline, you want to make sure you do it as evenly as possible, okay? Once that is done, take this to your sewing machine and stitch as close as possible to the edge of the bias strip. Once you're done with the neckline, repeat the entire process for the armhole. For the armhole, you don't need to join the bias strip together on both ends. Rather, just take a long strip of bias that is long enough to go around the front and the back armhole and place it on the edge of your armhole and start sewing. Once you finish sewing with your 1/4 inch seam allowance, repeat the entire process just like we did for the neckline, and then take this to your ironing table and give it a good press around the armhole and the neckline. And guys, we are done with the most challenging part of this dress. Moving on, we are going to finish the side seam. So take the front and the back together, right side facing right side, and stitch with 1/2 inch. I would advise you pin both pieces in place before you start sewing. Now repeat the same process for the other side seam. Once you're done with the side seam, go ahead and finish the raw edge of the seam allowance if you have a serger. Now, to finish the hem, make a double fold of 1/4 inch. So fold once 1/4 inch and fold another 1/4 inch and pin in place. After pinning, take it to your sewing machine and stitch. Once you are done stitching, give the dress a final press and we are done with making this beautiful A-line shift dress. Alright lovelies, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, remember to leave a comment for me, like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on social media at Cilla C. Travis. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Till then, keep creating and have a lovely day. Bye.
And attractive, classy like a car ease, butter like a band. She make me wanna drive this. Whoo, can I hop in? Never hop out. She say you want this? Not now. But you know what I say now. It's the time, baby. I am the truth. All these niggas they be lying. Yeah, if you got a problem.